guys, today I have a very special guest video for you. My friend Evan Carmichael from Modeling the Masters, he and I did a collaboration, and I did a video for his channel and he did a video for mine. This is why I love YouTube. Collabing is so fun. It's all about Shark Tank, which is one of my favorite TV shows. So if you love Shark Tank, you're gonna love this video. And if you don't like Shark Tank, we could never be friends. Enjoy.
Hello fellow love, food, and moneyers. My name is Evan Carmichael from the YouTube channel Modeling the Masters, and Angie and I have a shared love for the hit TV show Shark Tank. And she recently wrote in to me to ask me this question. Hi Evan, I never know what they're talking about when they say, how low do you think you can get your manufacturing costs down? Do they mean playing around with different manufacturers to find one that's cheaper, or cutting costs on how something is made and going with cheaper materials, or both? So it's a great question, and I wanted to answer Angie's question as well as dispel some of the myths and explain some of the terminology that might be banker talk on the show to help you guys enjoy the show a little bit more. So first, to answer Angie's question, yes, what a banker, what an investor is looking for is, as you grow this business up, do the costs start to come down, right? So a lot of products, you look at a t-shirt business. If I order 1,000 t-shirts, it might cost me $10 each. But if I'm ordering 100,000, it may only cost me $1 each. And what the sharks want to see is that as you grow that business, as you increase that quantity, that the cost per unit goes down. And it's a warning sign if it doesn't, right? So if you're going from making 1,000 of your product to 100,000 and the cost is exactly the same, then the sharks aren't going to want to invest. So they're looking for how can you get more out of that increased quantity, but they don't want you to use cheaper materials. They don't want you to sacrifice the quality of their product. They're just looking for, how do I get a cheaper price because I'm ordering so much more? Let's look at some of the other terms that the sharks often use on the show. Number one, is my business scalable? This is the ultimate banker talk, scalability. Basically what they want to see is, can this business grow really quickly or not? And in a lot of businesses, it's really hard, and in some businesses, really easy. And if you want to make a lot of money as an investor, as a shark, they want to see that you can make money quickly. So a classic example is software. With software, you spend a lot of money at the start, hiring the programmers and creating your tool, but then once it's out there, it doesn't cost you anything extra to go out and create the tools, right? The software is created, that's it. If you need to hire people, if it's a service kind of business, if it was a dog walking kind of business, then you need to keep hiring more people. So it's a lot less scalable. They want to see that they can invest in a little bit of people and that'll generate a lot of sales. That's how you make a huge return on your investment, and they're asking about scalability. Number two is valuation, and you see this every single episode, and there's always big fights over valuation. This is when Kevin talks about this big boot from the sky coming down and squashing whatever entrepreneur is coming on the show. It's basically, how much is your business worth? So when somebody comes on the show and they say, I want $100,000 and I'm going to give up 10% of my business, the valuation is $1 million, right? I'm giving up 10% for $100,000, so I'm valuing my business at $1 million. And it's often huge fights and disagreements, and that's when the negotiation starts. But valuation basically just means, how much is your business worth? Number three, customer acquisition cost, another banker term, and this is one that Robert and Kevin love to talk about. They'll always ask, well, what is your customer acquisition cost? And basically what that means is, how much does it cost you to get a new customer? What they want to know is, one, how much does an average customer buy from you? So if you know an average customer will spend $100 with you, then your customer acquisition cost is, how much does it cost to get that person in through advertising, through your marketing, through your sales team, whatever it is. And they want to compare that cost. If it costs you $10 to get a customer that's going to spend $100 with you, that's really good. If it costs you $90 to get a customer who's going to spend $100 with you, that's really bad. So they want to see, one, that you know what that term even is, so that you can impress the sharks, and two, that your margins are really good. There's a big spread, a big difference between how much it costs you to get a new customer and then how much they're going to end up spending with you. That's your profit. Now let's take a quick look into what each individual shark will ask about. The first is Kevin. Kevin loves to ask, what do you have that's proprietary? And proprietary basically means, what do you have that can be protected? What do you have that can't be stolen by somebody else? So they want to see a patent, they want to see a trademark, they want to see that you have something that somebody else can't just look at it and do themselves, because that's risky, right? If Kevin invests money into you and then a million people start ripping you off, taking the exact same concept and putting it out there, Kevin loses his shirt, right? He doesn't want that. He calls himself a disciplined financial investor. So he wants to see that whatever idea you have is protected, it's patented, nobody can steal it from you, it's proprietary. Number 2 is a royalty deal. Kevin loves his royalty deals. And basically what this means is he's giving you the money and he doesn't want to own any of your business. Instead, he takes a royalty payment, and that means every time you sell one of your products, he takes a cut of it. So he may give you that $100,000 that you're looking for, and instead of taking 10% of your business, he'll take a 10% royalty fee. So you still own 100% of your company, you're totally in control, but every time you sell a product, you have to give Kevin 10% of that sale. So if you're selling a product at $100 each, you're giving Kevin $10 every time you sell. It's a risky strategy for an entrepreneur to take. It's great that you keep all the equity yourself, but you're giving up a lot of cash flow that you need when you're first starting a business. Number 3, let's move on to Mark, who loves to say skin in the game. I want you to have skin in the game. And what that means is that you are committed to your business. Mark wants to see hustlers. Mark wants to see people who are giving everything, right? He is the work like crazy guy, and he wants to see that coming through from everybody he invests in. So skin in the game just basically means that you are 100% fully committed to this company. You don't have a job that you're working somewhere else. You're not doing this thing part-time. You're all in. You love it. You live, eat, breathe, sleep, bleed, everything this company. He wants to see that hustle and drive, and it's often called in the industry skin in the game. Number 4, back to Mark, he has his 24-second shot clock. Now this is combining the basketball world and the business world. In basketball, whenever you get the ball, you have 24 seconds to take it down the other side, take a shot, and have it either go in or hit the rim. If you don't do it, it goes to the other team. And so often what Mark will do, because he loves basketball, he's the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, he will give the entrepreneurs, he'll put them on the spot, it adds a lot of drama, adds a ton of stress, people sweating and freaking out. He'll say, you have 24 seconds to decide to accept my deal or not. And that's his shot clock. And then the entrepreneurs have to make a decision right then and there. They usually say yes. Otherwise, he's gonna say, no, I'm out, and he gives it to another shark to work with. And number 5 is from Damon, who loves saying, that's a slick Willy move. And what he basically means by that is somebody's trying to scam him. Somebody's trying to rip him off. Somebody comes on and promises the world, maybe lies or maybe exaggerates their claims of what their product or service can do or the kind of numbers that they can hit, and he feels just dirty about it. He feels like, nah, something's not right. This is not a good deal. There's something fishy about it. He calls it a slick Willy move. So you don't want to be on the opposite end of Damon's slick Willy move. So that's my quick take. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to learn more, you can check me out on youtube.com/modelingthemasters. Thank you, Angie, so much for the opportunity. If you guys like this video, make sure you support Angie. Give the video a like, subscribe to her channel, leave a comment. You have a question for me too, put it in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Continue to believe, and I'll see you soon.